Good evening to all of you, and thank you for joining us on 13 Plus. I'm Mary Coleman. Well, the U.S. Postal Service says they are seeing a rise in counterfeit postage stamps all across our country. In this Watching Your Wallet, consumer investigator Carice Jackman spoke with the federal law enforcement arm of the USPS and a woman who says she's concerned about how this postage scam is impacting post offices nationwide.
If there's one person who cares about the success of the post office, it's Madeline Austin.
They have been struggling and they're working, the postal workers are working so hard. And I mean, how can it possibly survive this kind of scam?
What she's talking about is bogus postal stamps being sold online.
Usually, at least every other time that I was on Facebook, I would notice these ads coming up. You can buy discontinued stamps at a lesser price. Click here.
Austin says the stamps look so much like the real deal.
A lot of people would go out of their way to buy the stamps. And so I don't know what the answer is, but I do think it needs to be investigated thoroughly, and the public needs to be aware.
It didn't take our team long to find stamps being sold online. After a quick search on Facebook, we noticed several groups advertising postage stamps.
We've seen large discounts of up to 50% offered on some of these fraudulent listings. That is a big red flag.
Michael Martell is a U.S. Postal Inspector at the Postal Inspection Service in Washington, D.C. They're the law enforcement and security arm of the Postal Service.
That is the postage that she received.
We showed him the counterfeit postage stamps Madeline Austin told us about.
Counterfeit stamps, as you can see here, they come in a variety of colors and designs, and these aren't coming from the United States. The quality of these counterfeits has increased drastically in the past few years. These are, of course, coming from overseas nations where intellectual property laws aren't enforced.
Martell says with new changes to the domestic mail manual, items you mail with a counterfeit postage will be considered abandoned and are subject to being opened and disposed of. And if you're one of the bad actors selling these postage stamps, you could face jail time.
You could actually face a penalty of up to 5 years imprisonment for those crimes.
The Postal Inspection Service also has a mailbox set up for you to go to if you want to report this fraud.
For those who may say they're just stamps, who cares, it's no big deal, what would you say to them?
I disagree. There are over 600,000 postal employees and the organization in general who rely on that postage revenue to operate and serve the American people.
Austin wants post offices nationwide to place signs up warning people about this scam, and for people on the internet to think twice before purchasing these fake stamps. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Carice Jackman.
And to our next story for this evening, dermatologists say children as young as 10 are putting pressure on their parents to buy products to prevent wrinkles, if you can believe it. As 13 News reporter Rebecca Taylor shows us, experts say social media is behind that trend.
We've all seen it. Influencers sharing their in-depth skincare routines on social media. There's often a focus on anti-aging products, and now kids are doing it. But some of the products can be damaging to young skin.
Yeah, it's a little unnecessary for sure. I think it's trending, it's fun, and they're being influenced by TikTok.
Tina Aceto owns Glow Skin Studio in Tucson. As a nurse practitioner, she's most concerned about kids using skincare with active ingredients and exfoliating acids.
Vitamin C is an active, it's a lightener and a brightener. Retinol is going to increase your cell turnover. So kids definitely don't need that. They already have a rapid cell turnover. It's going to cause a contact dermatitis. It can cause, disrupt their skin barrier, and can cause redness, can cause peeling.
Even Sephora stores in southern Arizona are seeing kids try products meant for 20-somethings and posting videos under the hashtag #SephoraKid, sometimes layering retinol, but doing it all wrong.
They'll use it during the day instead of at night. You never used to find that over the counter, but there is a lot of actives over the counter that you need to be careful with.
Skincare influencers have taught me a lot, actually, because they have such a positive attitude and their skin just glows.
15-year-old Grace Delano's interest in skincare was passed down from her mom and older sister. Grace gets regular facials at Glow Skin Studio and consults with them before adding something to her routine.
I normally just go with a normal cleanser, and then after that I'll go in with a toner. I really like the Ordinary glycolic one. And then don't normally go in with a serum because there's nothing really I need to take care of at the moment. And then lastly, just end it off with a good sunscreen.
Aceto recommends SPF 30 or higher. She says kids don't even need skincare until their teen years, and even then, keep it simple.
If you're acne prone, you'll want to do a gentle cleanser, moisturizer with sunscreen, and then like a salicylic acid wash at night. But other than that, you just need a good gentle cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen.
Another social media trend is called baby Botox. Young people without wrinkles are requesting it nationwide. But Aceto says she won't perform Botox on someone under 21, and even then, it's a case-by-case basis. For 13 Plus, I'm Rebecca Taylor.
We are going to leave you with a live look of that sunset because it is just so gorgeous out there. Not the same pink hues we're used to seeing, but still beautiful nonetheless. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you will join us for 13 News Live at 10 for more of your local news headlines and your weather. Have a good night.